Evening, welcome everyone. We're at Daytona International Speedway. It's a racetrack that's in Daytona Beach, Florida, United States. It's opened up in 1959. Been hosting the Daytona 500 for the past 51 or 52 years now. And tonight we're going to have our Xfinity B-Class cars running here. We're going to be doing some recruiting races all throughout January at the Premier Race Network and trying to pick up some more recruits and get them ready for our 2020 season, which will be 16 years of league racing. And so far what we've just opened it up. It's an open qualify, so we'll have 30 minutes of drivers joining, getting some laps in if they can put in some good qualify times, and if they need to make any changes to their setups, they can do so in this 30-minute period. And then we'll have a 30-minute race. As we saw last night in the trucks, 30 minutes goes by, 30 minutes. The guys had themselves a good race last night. They had 6 drivers from the PRN that were here. And they all went green the whole race, except for the final corner. We had the 12 of Wes Hurd Jr. get a little bit loose, and then got into the side of Wayne Grass and turned him into the outside wall. So the two of them finished down the order. Picking up the first win of the year was Steve Benjamin in the number 94. We'll see what's going to happen tonight. So far we've got Rob Denoff, who's joining, 39, number 39 car, and the number 5 of Wayne Grass, who's out on track doing laps right now. Anybody's interested in joining the Premier Race Network, just send us an email at thepremierracenetwork@gmail.com. premierracenetwork@gmail.com. We've got another driver joining. It's Randall Ballard in the number 28. I guess any practice they'll get here with the new tire mod that iRacing's put out, it'll be beneficial to them in the upcoming season. Got Gil Gauck coming in. He's in the number 85. He'll be in here shortly. I'm just watching them as they join in the league. This just opened up, so again, half an hour open qualify. Get in your laps, get in your testing, get some practice, get your setup worked out for the race, 30-minute race, and of course there'll be cautions are on, lucky dogs, you'll have one free fix. This year we're trying to add a broadcast to our series, so we're going to be testing that as we go along. If you have any comments, again, shoot them off to the Premier Race Network @gmail.com and let us know what you think. Follow us on the twitch.tv/Premier Race Network is the channel. You'll want to be there 8 o'clock Eastern time every night through January and the beginning of February as well, so right up until we go racing in our official series. And of course, when we do start our official series, that'll be on the 13th of February. We'll be running the trucks. That'll be a Thursday night. The practice will be open at 7, and the race will start at 8:30. You'll have a 10-minute qualify at 8:20. Those races will be full broadcast, so if you're interested, again, have a look, take a look, see what we got. Come out, test yourself, see if you'd enjoy this type of racing. let's go and take a look at who's on track right now. We've got Randall going out on track right now. Wayne is out on track. Get ourselves a different camera view here. Right now they're not drafting, they're just out running laps here. Oh, there's trading paints. You want to see the work that goes into these cars. Right now you're taking a look at Wayne's car. It's just plain yellow, but you'll see it's going to change to his paint, which is the Pennzoil shell car. You see right there, Trading Paints is uploading right now for us. We'll take a look at Gil. Gil has some good paints. He does his own paints. Let's see what he's got in the B car here. And I suppose I'd have to get a little closer. I know Gil's partial to red, so... Give you a couple of views that we'll have during the race. On the wheel. Your infield here, taking a look at him go by. As he goes past the triable. He looks like he's got Randall coming up behind him. Take a quick look, but yes, I believe that is Randall. Indeed it is. Randall Ballard there in the 28, he's going to pull it right up onto Gil, and if they do, they'll probably go to the top of the board. So I think from what I saw earlier, Wayne was just doing single car laps. Okay, you see that Steve Benjamin is now joining the servo. He's joining the number 94 Chevy. He was the winner of last night's truck race, 30 minutes at Daytona. That was a night race, so not really sure what the difference would be as far as car handling or feel goes, but at nighttime it's cooler, and I would imagine a little bit more grip. And they were loose. Those trucks were loose last night, especially in the tri-oval portion of the track. Back end gets a little bit light there. During the qualifying practice, had a couple of them roll around there. We managed it throughout the entire race, though. And we got another joiner here, Andrew Isler. He'll be joining up shortly in the number 7 car. And you'll see now we got Randall, who went straight to the top of the board. He is so far in position 1 with a 48.222. That's a pretty good lap time. Someone else there coming on track. I believe that's Steve. I'm going to take a quick look. Yeah, I think he just missed the draft as well. He's got his newly painted Chevy Camaro, sponsored by Clicking with Canines. So if anything about dog training, that's the fellow to see. Check out on Premier Race Network. There's a link directly to his site here. His company, or Clicking with Canines, has sponsored the Premier Race Network's Clean Driveway Award for 5 years consecutively. So yeah, as I said before there, Randall Ballard and Gil Gauck went 1-2 in the lap times. They're down to 47-second laps now. And Wayne, where is Wayne? Wayne's out on track, but I think he's still driving alone. Yeah, it doesn't really help much for the lap times, but you want to get that car in the wind with someone. Okay, Andrew Isler is going out on track. We'll go and see what he's all about here as he leaves pit lane down on the apron. You're aware all cars have to merge on the back stretch here, so we'll keep an eye on him. Beginner, he's a D license with he's at a 269 in safety, and he's hit the cone and come out on track right in front of Wayne. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. I guess he'll have to try a little harder to control his car coming off the pit lane. This is, driving a race car at Daytona is not easy. These stock cars are all bent out of shape, made to turn left at a high speed, so down on the flat like that makes it a little bit difficult. You see him sitting there at the end of pit road. I don't know if he's waiting to hook up with someone. The other fellas are out on track. I'm guessing we'll go and take a look. Here goes Randall and Gil, and they're doing the swap. That's another thing. They tuck up behind each other and they push each other, so they can get those speeds, but then that heats up the car and back pretty good, and they'll have to swap it around occasionally so that they don't blow the engines out on these cars. And there they go. Now Gil's pushing Randall. They'll probably be able to do a lap or two like this. Oh, and look, Wayne's just in front. Maybe they're going to pick up Wayne if Wayne can slot right in behind him. Whoa, Gil, hang on to it. There he goes. He saved it. Amazing save. But Randall does the same thing. Randall, don't look in the mirror. I think he was looking in the mirror watching Gil make a save there on the apron and then touch the apron himself. So, well, they've hooked up now. It's Gil and Wayne Grass going up there. They'll pull aside a little bit if they can create a bigger. Their gap is too big on Randall. Randall's going to fall off of that and gone. He's going to go to the pits, I imagine. Yeah, he's gone to the pits. Now you got the Gil, who's on top of the speed charts here with a 47.1. My goodness, he's got some issue with the apron in turn 3 and 4. That's the second lap in a row. And he's going into the pits. Wayne's still going. I wonder what Wayne's going to pull off here as a lap. Didn't get much of a toe. And then no, that wasn't his fastest lap either. So Andrew Isler is out there in the number 7. He's pulling up behind. Let me see who that is. That's Rob Denoff in the number 39. These two can hook up. Maybe they can move their cars up the timesheet a little bit here. Andrew has put in a lap. Rob has put in a lap at 49.1. Andrew's just coming off pit road, so it's not going to show you a relative time here. Let's see if they get hooked up. First off, I don't think he's lined up with them. He does have a D license, so he's probably new to this. But he'd need to tuck right in there, get right in behind the 39, get right up to his bumper, and not necessarily make contact, but take advantage of the slipstream. The air that goes over the first car will pull the second car along. I don't, he's not, I'm guessing up to par with the drafting techniques. And there goes Rob to the high side. He's going to let him go low and probably tuck him behind him. We got another joiner here that's joining Jared Turnbull is joining in the number 8 car. And he is a Class A 421 safety rating. Let's see where he lines up here. So Andrew managed to pull off third best time here with a 48.6. I'm not sure how he did that. I wasn't paying attention. I must have missed something. But he's gone faster than Rob and Wayne. Steve Benjamin's out on track. Currently running in the 6th position. There's Wayne getting in behind Andrew right now. I was saying, so you get to know the drivers a little bit. Wayne Grass is our 2019 Cup Series champion and the Truck Series champion. He also won the National Series, the K&N car. So he picked himself up 3 championships. He's been with the league since 2014. Pretty solid driver. Like I said, this year, after those championships, he's got a target on his back from all the other drivers who want to get 3 wide, going into the corner here. Andrews holding the middle lane, Rob up high. Andrews got the draft off the 5 car, and Rob should tuck right in behind him. There we go. Let's see. And there we go. Himself some draft going here. Let's go and see where these fellas are landed on track. We're going to go and take a look at Jared in the number 8 car. See exactly how he's doing. He doesn't seem to be around anyone, so we'll go up on the chopper and take a look and see. Maybe we'll go to the blimp so we can see if there's any cars around. No, he's pretty much out there all alone doing laps. We have a Nicholas Lubby, I believe, that is joining. He'll be in the 9 car. So right now, we'll give you the rundown. We've got Gil Gauck, who's got the best time so far at a 47.140, with Randall Ballard at a 47.144. Rob Denhoff, who is 47.663. Wayne Grass, who has picked up a 47.719. Andrew Isler is 47.815, and Steve Benjamin at a 49.198, which is indicative of him driving by himself here. No draft. I'll have to go and take a look and see where he's landed. He's finally picked up Randall. If I'm not mistaken, that's Randall behind him, so he might go up the charts here. Steve was the 2019 and 2018 ARCA Series champion. Drove late model dirt cars in his local tracks when he was a younger man. Got some of the videos of his races up there on our website. If you go and take a look at our website, the premierracenetwork.com, you'll see a videos tab. You can see a few of our drivers up there. Gonna have Wes Hurd this year as soon as he sends me a couple of videos up there. He's running dirt late models as well, so yeah, I believe he's in the PA area. Right now, what type of lap is that going to do for Steve? There are 3 cars now. We've got Steve Benjamin, Gil Gauck, and Randall Ballard tucked together here, and we're going to go and have a closer look and see how they do this drafting. Now, one of the things we noticed yesterday in the truck race was the following car, the truck that was following the leader, tend to have a bit of an aero issue. The back end of the truck was sort of wobbling all over the place. I think it got light in the draft. Not sure if that's applied to the B car or the Xfinity car, but I guess we're going to see here. It looked like Gil got a little loose there, but then yeah, he's been playing with that apron for the better part of practice here. He's broken up that draft, and yeah, it's come apart. It's a good looking car Steve has right there. I will be right back. So far we have Gil on top. He's leading them now in qualifying. We have Randall Ballard who's second, Wayne Grass third, Andrews is fourth, Rob Denoff is fifth, Steve Benjamin is now sixth, Jack Campbell is seventh. I'm going to go and have a look at that. Oh, as I see, I think that's Andrews. They just shot across the grass there. And Nicholas Lovey is right there in 8th position. He's a B class 221 in a Chevrolet Camaro, number 9. So far, I'll put down some good laps. We're going to take a look at that Andrew Isler and see what happened there. I'll go back and have a quick look. And I don't see. Yeah, he's on pit road right now. So as the time clicks, I think we're getting close to race time here. I have to go and see. Nobody seems to be on track, so that usually would be. Oh, there goes one. Several of them just went by. Wayne is sitting on the road, on pit lane. There's 3 drivers: Steve Benjamin, Gil Gauck, and Randall Ballard. Now going down the backstretch, you can see that Gil has moved to the high side and he's dragged Randall along with him. They're going to see if they can motor on by the 94 car. If they stay up in the high lane, they'll have a benefit of a draft, which should allow them to pull ahead of the 94 car who's running along. I think he's getting a little bit of a side draft. Yeah, they made the pass. There they go, right on, slide down in front. And I think Nicholas is back in front of them. That would be Nicholas Lovey in the number 9 car. He's holding a high line here, getting himself ready to drop down in behind, maybe tag on to the number 94, Steve Benjamin. As they come up, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to try and tag a little bit of a draft here as they split the 39 car of Rob Denoff. And, yeah, that was interesting. One went to one side, one went to the other. So now they're a 5-car draft, or a pack, if they can get this thing lined up. Rob can hook onto the 9 car. I think he's within the distance to hook, and there we go. We got ourselves a little bit of pack. Side by side like that should help the 39 catch up. And see if he stays in the middle of this, he'll have a big draft. There's a tight side drafting. Side drafting's good, beneficial. It'll pull you along as much as a backdraft, but the problem in iRacing, and it's not an iRacing problem, it's an internet problem. What happens is they have what's called netcode, which is the car will think that it's closer than it actually is, and then they'll just hook up and wipe each other out, which is not too good. Not too good for performance. It'll put a wrinkle into someone's night, their car as well. And we'll see here is the 94. Steve's going to hook up with Wayne, or is he going to pop down behind the 9 of Nicholas? He's probably going to hook up with Wayne here, so he's probably going to have to breathe a little bit. And there they go. So he goes back a little bit, but then it's beneficial because he's right tucked up on the 5, and you'll see the speed will just go right up there. So you saw Rob drop to the back, and he was quite a distance back. But he pulled up on those cars that were running side by side, and it threw him right to the top of the board with a 46.834. Now this big pack here should put some numbers up on the board. Gil's dropped to second behind Rob. Randall Ballard's at the third. Nicholas Libby and the 9 cars moved to 4. Steve Benjamin 5th. Wayne Grass is now 6th with Andrew Isler in 7th. And Jared Turnbull, who's in 8th. I don't see him, so I'm going to have to go and take a look and see where he is running right now. And he's out there on his own. Yeah, he and Andrew are running close to each other, but not close enough to move up the scoring pylon. Yeah, this pack here is moving up. You can see the B car there. They run some pretty good speeds here. Whoa! Did you see that? Okay, let's go back and see that instant replay. Right there we had, you notice how the back car gets wobbly and moves around. And then when he gets into the corner here, the front car got loose. That's yeah, and you have nowhere to go. It just brings you right up to the wall, and then you're along for the ride. Here we have Gil back out on track. He's fallen to second in the standings right now, but I'm sure he's out there hoping to catch a car or two, get himself another run at the pole here. So there's, I think that's Randall Ballard right behind him, and Randall's going to the pits, as is Gil. I believe we're getting close to the race start time here. So as the running order, Paul Sheldon is joining right now. He's a veteran driver. We've known him for a good while now, I guess. He's run off and on with us. We've got Rob Denhoff on pole with the number 39 Camaro. Then we have Gil Gauck second in the 85. Randall Ballard will be third in the number 28. Yeah, Randall Ballard will be third in the 28. Oh, now they are going to set this here, so I have to wait for them to set the grid. So let's have a quick look at the cars when they start here. Where do they start? On pit road, I guess. Let's go and see pit lane. There they go. Yeah, so you have Rob Denhoff for 39 on pole. Gil Gauck will be to his outside the number 85 with Randall Ballard behind him in the 28. Nicholas Libby will be fourth in the number 9. Number 94, Steve Benjamin, last night's truck winner, will be in 5th. Andrew Isler will be in 7th. 8th will be the number 8 of Jared Turnbull. And Paul Sheldon will be starting back in the field. I don't believe he got any laps, but again, he's raced with us in the past, so he's got a Ford Mustang from what I can see. And where is Wayne? Wayne Grass. He's in 6th, I believe. But they're showing him at the back of the grid here. Yeah, he'll be in 6th. It's funny, our systems are not showing him as in 6th, so I'm not sure to be give himself an EOL or something. We'll have to find out as they take the start here. So the field is lined up. I'm going to go and take a look and see from the chase. We have Paul Sheldon, apparently a New Englander, in the number 52 at the back of the field. Have an eye on him from the get-go here. Probably go up onto the chopper so we can get a better look at these cars. And just take a look here. Nice looking paint job. Well, I believe that's an iRacing one, so. Again, you can upload your paint schemes to what's called trading paints, and then that's integrated into the iRacing system, and we'll upload your car paint for everyone to see. So you can, let me go and take a look at one that has a paint, and we'll get a little closer. There we go. Look at Steve Benjamin right there. That's a paint clicking a Canine sponsorship on it. And we'll see the field come to green here. That's a nice view of it. Clicking the Canines. So we'll go up and take a look back at Paul. He's in the back. And we're going to get going here pretty soon. Hopefully everybody's staying in line. See the camera flash bulbs going off in the grandstands, and it's a green. You see these guys take off here. Hopefully we can go green here. The truck race went green, like I said, until I believe it was the last corner of the last lap, and we had some sort of a one driver got loose, and that along with netcode took out 2 drivers. But Steve was holding the lead at the point, and he just did not let go. He held on to that yellow line and was not letting it up. And now you can see Steve down to the high line from the starting position. He's leading the outside line with number 9 of Nicholas Levy behind him, Wayne Grass and Paul Sheldon. These guys are, from what I can see, pretty good up on the top lane. They'll be able to hang there, if not get a run. But these guys take a bit of time to get up to speed. Late track racing, as they call it, they choke the carburation or the fuel air mixture into the car. I believe they funnel them now. It's similar to a plate. It's in a funnel shape, so it still puts the horsepower and makes these cars hard to get back up to speed. If they have to let off them, it usually takes them a bit to get the engine back up to the RPMs. So the high side is good. I think that if Steve can get ahead of Rob right there, he'll drop down in front, because once they do get going, it's less iffy on the bottom. You just sort of stay to the line and you don't have to fight too hard. On the higher line, you got to push with a lot more intensity to get past the ones on the lower end. We're seeing some side-by-side action here, but it seems to be hanging on to their stuff. Oh, we got a little loose there. Came down to number 5, Pencil car, but they all held on. Then had to let off a little bit, and that affected, you see the 94 and the 9 in front of them. Both those cars not having a push from behind slowed them up a little bit. See Paul Sheldon there, pulled down to the bottom lane and landed himself right behind Andrew Isno. Oh, that, they're moving up. Wayne has lost it down under the apron. I don't see a caution. It's still green. I'm going to take a quick look at that. There's rain. And we'll do an instant replay of that, see what happened. Yeah, he just got up close to 9 and it just sort of went sideways. I don't think there's any damage, but he has lost the draft. So they're not going to, unless there's a caution, he's pretty much not going to be in contention for the win on this race right here. This is the late afternoon or evening race, so you can see the lights will come on as it gets darker. We started practice, it was daylight. It wasn't a sunset it was set for. I think the actual race that the Xfinity run here will be during. There's the caution right there. Where did that come from? I did not see. Let's go back and take a quick look here. Maybe we'll get something off of Steve here. So when Wayne went down, that didn't bring out a caution. Now, what happened to Steve to bring out the caution? With Paul Sheldon down on the bottom, following Andrew Isler. Oh, and pulled a side draft and actually doored the 52 car, Paul Sheldon. Turned him around, and that brings out our first caution of the night. And, so caution number 1. This is a half-hour race, so that'll bring definitely Wayne back into it. And what lap was this? This is lap number 5, so I am not sure the fuel, but I think they were short roughly 5 laps in the trucks last night. So I think you're going to see everybody hit pit road for at least full fuel. Fill this fuel up, and then you might see some of them try to hang out there and make it on fuel. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it was. It was 5 laps short last night to make the entire race. 30-minute race. I think it was 40-some laps, and I think they do 38 to a tank of fuel. Don't quote me on that, because I'm just going off memory, and at my age, memory goes. So right now we have Rob Denoff from pole, still leading. Nicholas Levy in second. Paul Sheldon showing third. That's kind of odd. I think the numbers are scrambled here. That must have been when they crossed the line. Okay. So now, everyone's pitting except for the leader. I think Rob stayed out. He did. That's not good. So, everyone pitted except for Rob. Does he know something we don't? Is he going to save 5 laps following the pace car? Can he save 5 laps by following the pace car? I don't think so. There is a free fix in this. So all those cars that were damaged, like the 94 and the 52, they made some pretty solid door-to-door contact. They probably get that fixed and be back out on track here without any significant damage. There's Paul. We'll take a look and see from the change fuel. We'll take a look at this right side here. Right side, suspension. Well, that looks good. Right front looks good. Yeah, so he's had his quick repair. That car is perfect. We're going to take a look at Steve, because there was the other side of that damage. So here's his left side damage. And we'll take a look at the left front suspension as well. Yeah, he's had that totally repaired. one quick fix, and they're back right on track running. Let's see where they're gonna get back together here. So you see them going down the backstretch, coming to turn 3. There's a lot of hosted practices for the 24 Hours of Daytona, which are up right now. So that could be a good reason for the low attendance that we're seeing here, 9-10 cars. Simply because there's a lot of practice involved in the 24-hour races. You see there where Steve was just going by. That's the turn-in to the infield part of the course. And 24 hours of racing here at Daytona on the road course. These people will put in months of practice, and when it comes down to the last weeks of practice, they have the hosted session pretty much booked for all the drivers, and these drivers are coming from all around the world. We're talking Europe, Asia. All around. They come from everywhere to go racing for the 24 Hours of Daytona. Likewise with the Le Mans, 24 Hours of Le Mans, you'll see a huge following for that. Right here, right now, the Daytona, the majority of the tracks up are the road course practice. We're just running this because this is the first or the beginning of our recruiting sessions that we do in the year. We start with Daytona, and then we're going to follow the schedule, the Cup schedules that's on our website. So once we do Cup tomorrow here at Daytona, then we'll move on to Las Vegas. What's the next one after that? I think Auto Club, Atlanta, or something like that. Anyways, we'll follow them, and we'll have half-hour races throughout the month. There'll be truck, Xfinity, and then Cup car. You can find all this information on the website, thepremierracenetwork.com, and take a look at some of our videos. We have videos going back as far as 2007, 2008 that are on our video page. We started way back in 2004 and ran on the what was it, season 2003 from Papyrus. The makers of that are what iRacing came from. So they had First Racing and then iRacing. These are some of the same makers that were involved in Papyrus. So they've taken this very seriously. They've been doing it for 15, 16, 17 years now. Our league is 16 years old this year, 2020. So we're not flopping. We've been around for a very long time, and we pretty much know our business when it comes to racing. So have a look at the website. Take a look at our video page. Contact us if you want some information. Again, that's premierracenetwork@gmail.com. So we're looking like we're going to get going here pretty soon. The lights are off on the pace car, which means he'll be pulling in shortly, and we'll be getting back to some green flag racing. As the pace car hits pit road, you can see the flash bulbs of the cameras going off in the grandstand. These guys are going to hit the gas and get back at it. Right now we have Nicholas Libby pulling ahead. And he is... or is he? I'll show him in a second. I'm sure that's the lap previous to this. There we go, side by side. It's a little loose down low. Whoa! And that was Nicholas Lubby. So let's do an instant replay of that. It's in the tri-oval. These things get loose. They get really loose. What exactly happened here? As he goes into turn 1. McGillen is outside. I'm not sure. Oh, the 8 was not square on his bumper, and that put him around. Yeah, that's what happened right there. So he will surely come to pit road. No, he's going to stay out. There was no caution. So it's still green flag. I'm going to have to go up front and take a look at these guys now. Let's see, Gil's back in the lead with Paul Sheldon behind him. We got Randall Ballard. Steve Benjamin on the high side. Wayne Grass in the 5 down low. And the 8 cars on steep. And we got Andrew Isler following the pack. Nicholas is just trucking around unless a caution comes out. I don't think he'll be much in contention, but these guys are moving back and forth an awful lot there, first and second. It was Paul Sheldon there that was doing some side-to-side. Again, I'm not sure if that's part of the aero package on these cars with the new tire model. If it makes them lose, and you could see there Nicholas was heading to pit road. Probably got some damage from that inside wall. He backed it in pretty hard. Still green flag. Up front, leading Paul Sheldon. Steve Benjamin was up on the high side in the number 94. He's turning around the number 8 of Jared Turnbull. Down the inside lane, we got our top 4 linked up. So we have Gil Gauck, Paul Sheldon, that would be Randall Ballard, the number 28. The number 5 is Wayne Grass. To the outside, Steve Benjamin is leading Jared Turnbull and Andrew Isler. And the number 7 is trailing the pack here. The 2 guys up front are just hoping these guys stay side by side. Basically, if they're racing hard back there, slow down the second portion of that with the 28 and the 94 side by side. As he pulls down to do a little bit of a side draft. Oh, but Paul Sheldon slices up to the high side. He's going to take the front with Steve pushing. And I think I saw Nicholas up there in turn 3. They'll be up high. Hopefully these guys will hold the line and not have any issues here. Looking good so far. Yeah, there he is right there. You can see Nicholas Levy up there. And he's staying right up high against the wall. Now he's let's take a quick look. He's straight the wall. Still trying to stay out of the way. He's 2 laps down right now. And it's a shame. He was doing good. He was up front there for a bit. Just got a little bit of off-centered bump, and that'll turn the best of drivers around. So, yeah, we'll look forward to seeing him race and seeing if he comes to convert and tries out again with some of our other races that we have upcoming. So back to the race, we got Gil out front leading Randall Ballard and Wayne Grass with Andrew Isler in 4th place. The 5th place car is Paul with Steve Benjamin showing in 6th, and in 7th it would be Jared Turnbull in the number 8. Rob Benjamin, a pole setter, and who led the first 5 laps, is not showing here. I'm not sure what he did. He must have come to pit road and gone to the back and just nowhere to go, because he is now showing 21 seconds back of the pack. So he should actually be up in front of this group. No, it's 40. So he's half a lap behind. I could go and take a quick look for you. Yeah, he's all by his lonesome. There's no way that he's going to get back up into this. unless, of course, there's a caution. And you just saw there, Nicholas is back on pit road. Rob's just going back past and into turn 1 as the lead lap pack is now going into 3 and 4, I believe. Is this 3 and 4? Yes, it is. That's the pit entrance right there. So, leading the pack with Gil Gauck again in the 85 with Randall Ballard and Wayne making a move on the high side with, who is the number 8, Jared Turnbull. Going the left, and then number 52, Paul Sheldon, and Andrew Isler going up to the 2, and Steve Benjamin up high in the 94, just sort of hanging in there. There is an awful lot of movement in this pack. From side to side, and it's not as easy as it looks. People might think it's a game, you just sort of hop in there and you drive circles. It is not that easy at all. Before people say that, they should actually sit behind the wheel of one of these simulators, and this is not a gamepad. It's some pretty expensive equipment to run this simulation. Basically, some of the simulators cost as much as a real car. So we're talking, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 worth of equipment on some of the top rigs. Just the computers run these are roughly about $2,000. About $2,000 of computing equipment to get these to run as good as they do. So this is as you can imagine, these are not children. These are all fellows in their 50s, 60s, and some are even in their 70s that run with us. So there's a lot of movement here, and it's not easy. So basically what I was trying to say is it's not a bunch of kids out there with these little controllers that are making these things go from side to side. They're hanging on to these cars. Each time I race, there's an upgrade to it. They try to put more realism into it, and the more real it gets, well, you know it's real when you get the guys like Daytona who practiced on this. Ross Chastain, Dale Earnhardt. There's an amount of real drivers that run these simulators, you wouldn't believe it. I've run a lot of road cars in the past, and we've run Macross Formula 1 drivers on here. So it's not a game, it's a simulation of racing. And I might be just rambling here a little bit, so let me get back to the racing. Again, if you want to send comments to me, go ahead. You can send them to the Premier Race Network at gmail.com. So we got Gil leading, and Andrew Isler in third, with Steve Benjamin's moved up to fourth, and Wayne Grass in fifth. Right behind him we have Jared Turnbull, and in seventh place is Paul Sheldon. Rob Danoff has lost the pack and is some 34 seconds back of this. These guys will overtake him if this goes green. So far they're expecting 39 laps will be the distance. Oh, 7 is going around, and I think there will be a caution. Yes, there is a caution. Let us take a look at that. As you saw right there, he got loose big time, and those abrupt movements left to right like that, they lighten up the car. So as you go up to the right, it really lightens, and you try to pull it down to the left, and then it swings back right. You're going to see here that he gets loose in the corner. It goes up high. So he touches the apron a little bit, and then he goes up high. You see him get loose, and the more he tries to save it, the more it's going to go around. I think he only made contact with Wayne and the wall. So that brings out our second caution of the race. That'll get Rob back in the deal here. Now, Rob stayed out last time, so I'm wondering if he'll go ahead and stay out this time. So we're going to go and see if the lead lap cars pit at all. Basically, we're on lap 24 of what's expected to be a 39-lap race. I don't know that they need to pit again because they all pitted on lap 5, I think it was. And if last night's race was indicative of anything, they can make it. I think they were 5 laps short yesterday. So we're going to see here. They are staying out. They are all staying out. No, Paul Sheldon and Andrew Isler is going in. I got to take a look at Wayne's car and see what type of damage he got in that, because he got door slammed. Of course, he was part of that first caution. No, he wasn't. Was he? I can't remember again. Anyways, we're going to look at the suspension in the front. You can see it looks like a little damage behind the wheel. Left, right rear suspension. Oh yeah, he got doored pretty good there. You can see the sheet metal's bent around the exhaust pipes and back quarter panel. I'm not sure that's going to be significant enough. We'll take a look at the spoiler. Yeah, the spoiler's bent up a little bit. That might slow him down. You can see a crack in the deck lid there, just above the tail light. That might slow him down and make him so he can't win this race, but he can still draft. And if he does draft well enough, he could probably pull off a good finish anyways. Not the night he was looking for. Again, this is a 2019 Cup Series champion who ran, I think, second in the Xfinity Series last year to myself. I picked up the title in the B class. Had myself a good run there last year. So we'll see what's going to happen this year. See if we can renew that championship form. So far, 2 races there last night and tonight, he's got himself in a little bit of trouble. But then again, these are just warm-up races for the Premier Race Network guys. Again, we run in the Cup Series 225 laps, so it's a good distance. Be 100 laps here, so 3 times, a little bit over twice the laps that I'm going to do tonight. So roughly an hour and a half of racing in the Cup Series. But if you're interested in racing, again, go take a look at our website, and don't just read what's there. Go and have a look at the videos. And we're talking, they go back years and years and years. I mean, the graphics were terrible back in the day, but we had some people videotape them and put them up there. On YouTube, if you search us up on YouTube, you'll see a lot of races that we probably don't even have on our video tab. Video tab also has some of our real drivers, the ones that hit the pavement or the dirt in real life, and sent us videos of that. Also, while you're there, take a look at our sponsors. We have Cooking with Canines, who sponsored for 5 years, 5 previous years, our Clean Driver Award in the Cup Series, which was basically the cleanest driving driver of the year being awarded monetary value. Looks like we're doubling up here and get back going. So let's go and see where Rob is tucked back in. And I think there's Andrew Isler maybe down on the inside here. Doesn't look like his vehicle is any worse for the wear. I believe he probably had one of those free fixes there hanging in. And Paul Sheldon, he's looking okay. And of course we got Gil up here leading this. I'm sure Gil would like to pull off a victory in the off season like this, just to get a feel for it again. It's been a while since he last won with the Premier Race Network. I think it was 2017 at Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken. Would have been the Coke 300 we were running back then, if I'm not mistaken. Or 2018. My memory's a little bit gone. I could check that out. And they're gone green. And you see what's he going to do? He's going to stick it down on that yellow line, double yellow line, and stay there. I imagine once he gets out front, he's just going to stay there. He's not going to move up off the line and give an opening to the left side of him. Like I said, the outside can pull up and came past. We have a significant line of cars together, pushing each other, breaking the air. Usually the numbers will pay off. There's like 5 cars versus 2 on the high side. The outside's going to pull ahead until that upper lane car, the lead one, drops down out of the lead pack on the high line. But usually when you have less cars on the high side, you're not going to make it happen. Well, again, I might be wrong, because Wayne is pushing Randall pretty damn hard on the outside. And he is slowly creeping up on Gil. I think Steve's down behind Gil. Is going to give him a heck of a push here, though. So you can see they're tightening it up. They're getting closer together. Closer together is faster. So if, you see the gaps are a wee bit different there. The tighter the gap, the faster these cars are going to go. And of course, they're just coming up to speed right now with the restrictor type, or I'm not even sure what they call it now. There goes Andrew again, and he catches Rob. That's 2 spins. We are still green. Is that possible? Oh, was that the final lap? Maybe it was. If that was, I'm going to go back and take a quick look. Now here they are. You see Andrew gets down, he gets a little bit of wobble, see him wobbling, and then it's gone. And then he catches the back of the 39. That's a rough night for Rob there. He led this the start of the race. If that was the final lap, you can see there that Gil has picked up the win. And I believe he did. I believe he picked up the win. So congratulations to Gil. Steve brought it home second. Randall Ballard brought it home in third. Jack Turnbull in fourth with Wayne Grass in his damage number 5 Pennzoil in fifth. Paul Sheldon coming second. Andrew Isler 2 spins on the night. Finished in 7th with Rob finishing it up in 8th. Nicholas Lubby, unfortunately, 14 laps down, out of the race. That contact with the inside wall. He got off-center bump that sort of put him into the inside wall. So, look at that. Looks like Gil picked himself up either a win or, he's not doing any donuts. Huh. Well, where's Mr. Benjamin? Benjamin's right in front of him. Yeah, all on pit road. That was it, I'm guessing. I'm guessing. Well, I'll have to drag Gil down here and see. I'll grab a hold of Gil and grab him and see what's up.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Gil. I'm not really sure. Did you pull off the win there, buddy?
Yes, it did.
Finally got yourself in the win column. That's pretty good. I was watching the race and looked like once you got her down to that bottom line, you weren't going to let up. You just held on right there. It was hard to tell because usually the caution lights would come on, but when that Andrew Isler fella spun in the back, I wasn't sure. It just kept going, so wasn't quite sure if you had pulled off the win or not. Been a long time coming. How's it feel? So cars to your liking this year?
This is my first time I've been in the B, and I had to adjust on it quite a bit in practice, but it was fine. And that win was all about Steve pushing me. It really is, man. You're at the other guy's mercy when you plate race. All I can do is steer.
Yep, absolutely. Been there, done that, and Steve's a good pusher. He won last night's truck race, and when I saw him teaming up with you, I figured as much. They were going to just stick to the bottom lane and push her through to the end. Well, congratulations on the win. And are you coming out tomorrow to give a whack at the Cup car, or?
Yeah, I want to see how that thing does too. This thing had some surprises for me. About halfway through the race, I started changing my entry line a little bit. Just instead of just turning in right where I normally do, I let it go straight to where normally I'd freak out because it would start to push up the track. But I started doing that and then turning, and it took that snap loose out of there, and then that was pretty good after that.
Again, congratulations. I'll put you back up there with the other fellows. I'm going to grab Steve and bring him down, get his thoughts on it. Congratulations again, Gil.
Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
Outside earlier, and I would pull
And
up almost to the leader.
And we got the second place guy, Steve Benjamin, last night's winner in the number 94 Chevy. Gil was just saying that he owed that win to your push. What do you got to say? That was some pretty solid pushing right there.
Yeah, I was pushing pretty good because I figured the best I could do was second. Outside's really not working that well. Even with a push, it just couldn't quite make it. Couldn't clear the leader. So I was lucky enough to start second. And I'm like, well, and then when white came out, I'm like, okay, well, unless something happens to the outside guys, might as well just push Gil on the cross. So it worked out pretty good.
It worked out really good. We were watching the whole time. Once that thing went green there after the last caution, I was saying to myself, there's that double yellow line there. That's their friend. They're going to stick to it regardless of who's pushing up on the top lane. So good job finishing second and first last night's race.
So far so good.
Yeah, coming up to be a pretty good start to our off-season recruiting races. You going to be around tomorrow, or?
Oh yeah, should be.
Yeah, yep. I think Gil is going to be here too, so you guys might want to have a little chit chat there. I'll see if Randall's still there, and I'll pull him down. Congratulations on second place and
Thank you.
First place last night.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Mr. Randall Ballard, one heck of a run there. Come back in third.
I was waiting for it to spin out on one of them entries and one of them turns, but it felt pretty good. First time racing on the tire there with the car.
Yeah, that new tire mod, eh? That's what they were saying to me earlier. There, I was talking with both Gil and with Steve, and both of them were saying that they worked that snap loose out of it going into the corner by driving it in a little bit higher and a little bit deeper into the corner. I'm not really sure how that works out.
Yeah, the time it tried to get loose for me, I had a lot of wheel into it. Was trying to turn it down to the bottom, But if I just turned into the turn and just ran whatever line I was in, it seemed like it was doing pretty good there. It was just whenever I would go high and then try to turn it down, right, especially right at the very beginning of the turn. If I put a lot of wheel into it, it wanted to snap, you know.
Yeah, I seen that number 7 car there going around twice. I'm pretty sure that's what he was dealing with. He got that thing so loose and then wobbled her down, touched the apron, shot back up. Oh my god! But he's one of them younger fellas. I guess he's got a D license, 269 safety. So yeah, he's a beginner, probably not aware of the snap loose that's in these cars now. Well, congratulations on the 3rd place. Are you going to be running tomorrow night the Cup Series car?
Yeah. I don't think my sub runs out till Sunday. So yeah, I'll jump in there tomorrow evening there and try that one out, see how it acts. But the one thing it seems like is there's a lot of turbulence. The cars moving around, especially if you're in a pack. I didn't have no problem behind Gil, but the other guy, one of those cars right there, I mean, he was just bouncing from left to right, and you know.
I think that was that Paul Sheldon fella there in 52. Yeah, he was darting left and right, and some pretty significant movement there. It wasn't just a minimal. It was pretty big.
Yeah, it was. He was bouncing around, and I kind of had to stay off of him and stuff. But it seems like if you more cars you're around, you know, the more turbulence you have to really watch and see which ones is bouncing around out there. Stay away from them.
Well, congratulations, Randall, on the 3rd place finish, and wish you a lot of luck here, and enjoy your time off, because it doesn't come around that often.
Yeah, I had just got burned out, man. You know, I was got to where I wasn't even enjoying it, you know, just doing it to be doing it. And then I just said, you know, to hell with it. I just take a break from it a while. Take a little
break. Yeah,
it
always helps.
Yeah, I had fun there in that race there. Yeah, it was fun and all. But yeah, I believe I'm gonna lay back January, and then come February, I'll start back up and everything.
Bring it to us. Bring it to us.
I don't know about all that. I had to just be like starting over with this, because you know I don't know if they might do a fix adjustment on it before now and then, you know. It's basically going to be like starting over for me, you know, from the very start.
The bunch of us, they keep doing that to us. Well, it was good talking with you, and I'll talk with you tomorrow.
Okay. Hey, are you running next season, or are you going to be broadcasting?
On the lower divisions, I'm probably going to be doing the broadcast, and probably going to run only the Cup. Basically, I'm in the same boat you were. Get a little bit burned out there from all the racing. 15 years, a heck of a long time.
You ain't lying, man. Yeah. That seemed like the best thing for me to have done. Cause like I say, I wouldn't even. I was kind of got to the point where I was dreading the race. I was just doing it to be doing it, and every once in a while, one of them would be, you know, I'd get enjoyment out of one of them. It would be fun, and then other times it was just like hell. And then the car want to act like crazy and shit, and that just makes it worse, you know. Damn thing.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I hear you.
But I think they done a pretty good job with that tire. It seems like the car reacts a lot faster and more precise with it than it did the other one. The other one, it always felt like the damn tires didn't have enough air in them to me.
Right. Yeah,
but it always kind of felt lazy when you put any input in the wheel. But this one right here, it seems it's a little bit more quicker response. You know.
Yeah. Well, I'll get to test one, I guess, soon enough. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy the booth and take care of business on this end.
I hear you, bro.
All right, you
boy.
take care, and I'll put you back up there with the other fellas, and then close out the broadcast here.
Okay, man. Talk to you later.
Later, man.
User was moved out of your channel.
So that was it. That was our 30-minute race at Daytona in the Xfinity cars. Hope you all enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing the broadcast. A little bit scattered on it, but we'll get better as it goes, and hopefully I'll get all the bugs worked out, and I'll have my commentator with me here next race or the race after that. Usually have Tim Phillips in the booth with me. So we'll see where it goes from here. In the meantime, check out our website, the premierracenetwork.com. And if you have any interest after looking through the page and checking out the videos and whatnot, send us an email at the premierracenetwork@gmail.com. And don't forget to follow us on Twitch. We really like to have followers so that we can continue to broadcast and at one point save our videos up there on Twitch so that you can have a history of all we've done. So have yourselves a good night, and thanks for watching.